that things are pretty good out there, and you may get the impression that they're not pretty good out there. So I'm going to show you a bunch of data that shows it really is pretty good out there for you. Not for everybody, but for you. And so, you know, a message is worry about your science. Money follows science. Science doesn't follow money. And, you know, I live my whole job is dealing with people who are frantic about getting things. And I know you need to get things. But if you do good science, you will get things. And you will find all of you if you want to. And I'm going to show you the data that I think supports that. So let's get going. Oh, so this is what I just said. Stop listening to all those rumors. The other thing I'll start with is if you start a sentence, if you start talking to somebody and you start a sentence with, they said, or I heard, it's wrong. Okay? The rumors that are flying around out there are unbelievable. Get in touch with people at NIH to find out what the reality is. Most people at NIH know the reality is. So what I'm going to talk to you about, I'm going to talk about funding opportunities which you probably all know about, but I'll run through them briefly. I'll show you the data to try to convince you that what I just said is not much below. And I'll give you some thoughts, especially geared towards these trials. Lots of applicants for pay awards that would like to be doing trials at some point. The question is how to go about setting yourself up to that. This talk is geared towards pre-K. Anybody who's looking to Medicaid or go there. I understand there are people here that are beyond the pay, and it's fine, a lot of stuff. A lot of you learn something like stop trading. Okay, so I want to go through the major relevant grant mechanisms. There are millions of them. There are lots that I will not talk about. There are the NIH tries to get better and better, especially if it's complex. I would actually go to the institute websites and enroll to your work first. They tend to be better than all the Google is amazing. We all find things to do. So that's the first message. K08 and K23 are the two major K awards for clinicians. They are there to protect your time. We're buying your time to do research. You have to give 75% effort. That's 75% of all of your professional effort. You'll read things like funding opportunity announcement, things like typically 40 hours a week. I don't know whether many of you work 40 hours a week. If you do, it's 75% of that. If you work 80 hours a week, it's 75% of that. It's not just isolated to weeks and weekends. NINDS uses a formula to calculate 75% of their major shares right in their letter that this is how your protection time is calculated. If it's not done right in the application, we will not send out an award until we get it done right. And then the trick is you need to protect the time and so comes with some money for research. Different institutes do different kinds of money. It's 12 pages, it's much more. And you have pieces. K99 is for some people. Clinicians do well when they apply, but it's not really appropriate for those clinicians. I'll just mention it. But if there's somebody who's advanced, you only need 2 years of mentor work. And then there's 3 years partial and 0, which is again, clinicians have done well, but there aren't that many. There are two KO2s. There's the NINDS KO2 and everybody else's KO2. The NINDS KO2 is kind of like a bridge from a mentor K award. Mentor K is kind of like your postdoc. You don't know what you're doing, you need mentorship, and 5 years getting trained, and then you're supposed to get an R1. Some Some people do exactly what they're supposed to do in that 5-year period, and they're still not looking to get more along. They're still missing something. It's not data you get, it's more that you do. It's for some career development. You spend your time imaging, you do it out of the paper, something like that. It's a pre-RO1. It's great for people who need it. If you don't need it, you won't get it. Reviewers have been very stingy with it lately. They're trying to change that. Yes, I like this. So this is something that gives you a 5-year protected time frame, but you need to get the RO by the 3rd year. There's a non-NINDS Keynote to this after you get an RO. We don't do this. Some other institutes do. It's falling into disfavor, but it's still out there. And some institutes, I just want you to know it exists. But they'll protect your time for 5 years. And that's what the commissions do. It's K-24. It's a mid-career award. Once you are reasonably established, you can get an award that's mostly for mentoring, a little bit for research. Most institutes in the NIH have this. NINDS, we just stopped it. It was accomplishing nothing for us. We may go back to this someday, but it is important for you to know it's out there, because if your research falls to the purview of another institute, or lots of neuro institutes, they have loan repayments. Everybody should know about the loan repayment program. If you have debt, there should be nobody in this room with debt that's not applying for the loan repayment program. This is congressionally mandated money. We have to spend it paying off your loans, paying off your debt. You can't go to anything else. So if you have debt, you should be applying. Very easy. All right. There are institutional career development awards now. We have them listed, so we use the K-12 as an institutional pay for vanishing species. We have one for pediatric neurologists. It's been around for a long time. It used to be a bunch of local institutional awards. We just changed it to a single national program. It started this year. And its goal, again, is to get you up and running in a project, to get you to an individual award most likely. We have one for neurosurgeons also. And I'll tell you, the mandate on these awards is to get to a pay. And when you start a project, wherever you are in your career, when you start a project, that project should be one that has the legs to get you okay. It may not work out, right? Things fail, things don't work, whatever, stuff happens. But you shouldn't intentionally begin a project that's going nowhere. It's a waste of time. You can learn to do science in a project that's going somewhere. And you can spend all this time being, doing research and having your time protected, and if you don't have a grant to write at the end of that, it's really a waste of your time, a waste of other money. Because you've got to have a research grant, some career development grant, something to pay for your time. And so all these institutional awards, they can turn to doing something that gets you to There are T32s, they serve the same purpose. Some institutions have them. Some are purely for clinicians, some are for clinical science clinicians. If you have one, it's a place to go and set up shop for a year or two to get to mentor K. Again, your project should be designed to get you to a K. That's all you need. You need to get the preliminary data and the training you need to get to a K. Once you get a K, like this. I just said this. Okay, it's so important. We see so many people working on projects that are going nowhere. You apply for K, you have no project, you have no data, you have no project. You've got to have a project I want to tell you about this, not because it's relevant to you, but just to show you that we at NINDS, and we're not the only institute, but we keep trying new things and are working harder and harder to get clinicians going towards Keynote. This R25 funds clinicians that are in residency, fellowship, and you can see the different areas that they're funded in. It's mostly neurologists, second most neurosurgeons, and then some other places too. It's 80% effort for 6 months to 12 months of residency. You get 2 years of fellowship if you pay properly in residency, you're still alive. And the mandate, it's just a single mandate on all of our awards, get to pay. We don't care about your publications, we don't care about your academic positions, we don't care about anything. Get to pay. Once you get to pay, you should be set. Research awards, I think you probably all know about these major awards. The R1 is the bread and butter, and NIH. NIH is not the only game in town, it's just the biggest game in town. But look at everything. These grants and R1s can be as big as you want them to be, but just remember when you're starting out, we don't want to look like some nobody $100 million a year. Look at you, you've never done anything quite interesting. So be smart about it, but the R1 is there to provide as much money as you can provide. There's a DP2, a New Innovator Award. That's a 5-page application about what my great idea is. I am so cool that I can't even get an R01 to do this. That's how cool this project is. It's a lot of money. It's 5 years. It's a 5-page application. There's no data. Clinicians do really well. This is a little bit old. I said clinician MDs, about 25% of them. That was done a couple of years ago. 25% went to this. That's huge. And the success rate varies a lot just because it's a limited number of awards, and it depends on the denominator. Think about it. The 5-page application. If you do something really cool and really important, you have to have an R1 go over it. There are these other grant mechanisms. I'll just say the R21 is a small grant mechanism that people confused with being a small R1 is not. It's less money, it's less time, and it's harder to get. So it's not a starting. People treat it like a starting. It's not. It does not increase your chances of getting an R1. It is there for a purpose. If your project meets that purpose, then go for it. Not think it's I can't get an R1, I'll go for it. That's not what it's for. R03, to be honest, I would waste your time. If you need to make something, you need to make an electrode, or you need to make a mouse, or you need to, I don't know what you would need to do with $50,000 to be done. If you have something you need $50,000 for, it can be done. That's what this is for. It's not a grant giver lab. All right, enough mechanisms. We go on websites. There are sometimes questions about should I apply for this, should I apply for that. Get in touch with us at So I want to get into the data now to show you that the real data, not whatever it says. There are a lot of practices. You all, I believe, know the distinction between a new investigator and stage investigator. NIH started this new investigator designation to try to put more grants into the hands of new investigators. The problem is the definition is that somebody's never had an R1, and a large number of the new investigators that got funded as a new investigator were a step away from time, and that wasn't the goal. So they made this for the stage investigator designation. It said you're a new investigator within 10 years of your career. And so So all the focus is now on the SIs. Doesn't do you a lot of good being an investigator anymore. It's the SI that's benefits. I want to start back at the beginning to give you an idea of the magnitude of benefit. It started in March of 2007, back when things happened in Vietnam. And as you all know, there are 3 cycles. There's the fiscal year at NIH is October Council, and January Council, and May Council. Those are the 3 council days. And so they came to us in March, came to all NIH and said, we are instituting a new policy. You are going to fund the same number of early stage investigators who investigate as established. That was it. It's all the same number. And they gave us the number. And the number at NIH was 1,500 that had to be funded. It was actually the average for the last 5 years. And at NINDS, we had to fund 128 investigators. And it was in March, 2 cycles have passed. We funded 3. This policy funded 125 extra investigators. That's the policy. This policy is still in effect. At NINDS, not all this. So 2014, they got rid of the mandate, but lots of institutes still do something. NINDS still does the same thing. So our pay line has been up around the 14, 15 percentile on ESIs up to 25 percentile. Not automatic. These are judgment. Turns out it's a positive response. This is huge. This is a huge benefit. To give you an idea of what these numbers mean, so went into effect, the pay lines were at the 10 percentile. At the 10 percentile, science can run the line. Not enough scientists can run the 10 percentile to make it work. The 25th percentile, if you can't come into the 25th percentile often enough to have a great career, you're no longer. It doesn't mean the 25%. It's just that cycle. Not going to get funded every time. Believe me, you'll not get funded. You shouldn't expect it. And 25th percentile is anybody who wants to science. Okay. If your grant is over 500,000, which may happen to budget you a year, which trials, the ESI policy doesn't we're still looked at as an ESI, but it's rarely Here's just a summary of what the established pay line and ESI pay line was at NINDS. And over the years, you can see it went from very difficult to young. Here was the real effect of the ESI benefit. And actually, and I don't have the data to show you, but when you look at the data, it's interesting that it looks like the people who should have been funded were always funded. The people who should not be funded are still not funded. What it did is it shortened the time to ROI. So the benefit went into effect in 2007. At that, just before 2007, it's taken about 6.5 years to get from beginning your K to one. The ESI benefit shortened it to about 4.5 to 5 years. So now it works, right? You have K for 5 years, your R1 happens 4.5 to 5 years. You're continuously funded. It's not easy, it's not meant to be easy, but that's what the numbers are saying. I want to show you some application success rates and applicant success rates. I live in an applicant world. I don't care how long it takes you to get a grant, I just get it. So to me, you're an applicant. NIH tracks applications because it's easy. Then that's what I care about. So keep in mind that distinction as I show you data. These are application success rates for Ks. 2003 was the end of the doubling. We were all taking baths in water and muddy. The success rate was up in the 40s for K08s and K23s. 2008 was the bottom of the valley of economic debt, and the Ks were funding at the 40th percentile. NIH maintained the K success rate for clinicians and its attention. When the bottom fell out of everything else, it maintained the success rate for clinicians and for training. Most of training stayed untouched because NIH gets that you need to continue having people come to the system. And you can see over time, nothing has really changed. Good times, bad times, in between times, it kind of stays the same. This is a very healthy success rate. This application success rate is higher for applicants. It's where it ought to be. You don't get to raise your hand and say, hey, can I have $1 million, please? Here I am. It ought to be competitive. Half the people get it. That's much good. This K02 number, I don't know whether that's a glitch or that's there to stay as one here. As I said, the K02 is falling a little bit in this favor, but I don't know whether that's real or this is applicant success rates for NINDS. You can see what they are. The success rates for the two for applicants, almost 60% data rates, almost 50% for K23. K23 is a tougher application. It's supposed to be in here. Be applying for K23s, clinical research grant. It's a tougher grant to get. It's a lot tougher to control science in a dish or an animal than in a person. And that makes it tougher. It's tougher to design the experiments. I put this in here because people think, oh, I'll submit one, get the reviewer comments, and then submit the real one. Half the K awards go out in the first edition. It's always been like that. I keep redoing this calculation. You don't have to wait in line. You just have to write it down well the first time. Don't put it in a draft. Put a good one the first time. Because it's a lot easier. R01 application success rates, right? These are not applicants, these are applications. Almost up to 20% now at most of the Bureau Institutes. NIA is still having problems. Renewals are more or less the same as where they've been forever, since the Stone Ages. At NIH, about 35-40% renewals. But you're given a lot of money to do something good with it. First time, I want to give you more. The first renewal of an R01 has always been thought to be the toughest grant there is to get. You're given a lot of money as a viewer said what to do with it. If you haven't done anything with it, you're not going to get it again, no matter how good your idea is. So the second R01 is the toughest. First R01, now with the ESI benefits, it's not so tough. 25th percentile of everything gets should be able to do. So it's good. Very good one. Science, everything's good, but it's not a lack of money. I want to show you this. These are applicant success rates. This is very time consuming, so I did it 1 year for a 2-year period. Showing you clinicians versus PhDs. Clinicians do better than PhDs. So in case any of you have the notion that there's a bias against clinicians, R01 review, here's your data. There's no bias, in fact, no leg up on PhDs because you should be able to have a significance that way outshines what PhDs. Right? You can say, wow, this is really important. This is a bad disease. These kids need help. And the people are dying. You've got significance all over PhDs. Take advantage. Just to show you what the ESI benefit done, these are R01 success rates for applicants, mid-30s%. This is not what everybody's telling you out there that it's impossible to do. Write a good one. It's always been the best advice is not just write a good one. So what happens to people with Ks? So we looked at this. These are Ks terminating in 2003 to 2011, or 5-year reports. That's the end of this. We analyzed this in 2012. So we said, where are these people? back to 2003. 42%, 40-ish% got R01s, and we actually did the experiment that proved our point that if you apply, your chances go up. Now, in the 50th percent, if you apply, 50% got R01s. So, wow, that's great. And in fact, what made us do this is about 35% never applied. I was shocked. We just gave you $1 billion K award. You don't even apply for an R1. What's wrong with you people? So what are you people doing? Turns out 75% of people with K that had Ks this time had independent post-K funding. Just didn't know how to come up with it. Lots of money. So we went up front. 75%. Have independent funding. Almost 90% are in an academic position. Almost 90% published. When this was done, we wanted to know who's still in the game, right? Because we're in an academic position for clinical work, that doesn't do innovation. So we said, who's still in the research game? We looked at who's published in the last 2 years, real papers, real research papers, not reviews, not clinical reports. Almost 90% of these cases from 2003 to 2004, 5 to 10 years ago, they finished their K, 90% are still published. 95% of those positions. If you get a K and you want to make it in research, you will make it in research. That's what I was saying. You cannot pick. You may decide you just don't like it. That's fine. But if you want to make it, you will make it. I'm showing you this. I only want to show you the bottom line. These are the NINDS K99s. I'll show you the mechanism of experiments. They're basically for really good businesses. To transition the work, really good postdocs to go get back. Clinicians get them, but I'm showing you this for a reason. Look at the bottom line. For those people who finished that 3-year R00 period, 77% had an R1 77% success rate. If you're good, you don't have to be a superstar. You just have to be good. And if you're not good, why do you expect to get it? So, there's my message. Focus on being good, don't focus on worrying about money. If you're good, you'll get it. It's a lot to being good. A lot of details to being good. That's what you're doing this week. All right, so things you need to know. First of all, I'm talking to you from an NINDS perspective. Of course, we are the best institute. You should all want to come to us. But there are 26 of us. And they all have different personalities. Not as good as NINDS's personality, but they exist. You need to do them. They operate differently. They like different things. They don't like different things. For Ks, the Ks are reviewed in the institutes, so the study sections are all different. We will not take a K award that's already been reviewed. We will not fund a K that went to a review in another study section, because they're reviewed differently. Right? In theory, they should all be the same, but each study section has its culture, its scoring calibration, its ways, the things it cares about, and the things it doesn't care about. What you need to care about is what the institute cares about in your life. And so you need to get on board to a program at the institute. Electronic submission is unforgiving. It's way too unforgiving. At 5 o'clock on the day of the deadline, your grant is in and it's perfect, or it will be returned. We have had cases, this is an X, somebody calls up and says, my mentor was in Europe and died and didn't get the mentor statement. And I get a new statement and the mentor said, no, wait 3 months. Right? It is absolutely unforgiving. And lots of grants. I heard a number that's something like 20-25% of applications were sent back to our, I don't know if that's common or website. But once it's uploaded, it doesn't make it right. You may have had 2 bio sketches. You have 1 biosketch uploaded twice and another one not uploaded. You may be missing your entire approach section by the time it is uploaded. Because you're not the one uploading it, it's your business office that's doing it. Get it in early, and go in and check it, and make sure it's right. Because you don't get to fix it. After the deadline. Get to fix it before the deadline, don't get to fix it. Your application is reviewed by experts and non-experts. You need to write for both of them. Your worst nightmare would be having an expert review your applications. Hey, I did that already, it can't be done. Right? You don't necessarily want the expert reviewing it. It will be reviewed by both. There's expertise and there's just smart people. And, you know, I guess the example I give, you know, I'm not a reviewer at this point, you know, we can work with it. But if I were a reviewer, you all should be writing your application so that I can understand your application. And I will form an opinion, because people like me will be on that panel. I'm an ion channel biophysicist. What's the likelihood that I know what any of you are talking about? Right? I'll form an opinion. I'll read your hypotheses. I'll read your opinions. I'll read your approach. And I'll think this is junk. This is outrageous. Quite often what I think is great isn't great. It's just written so well. It's so exciting. Yeah, this is really exciting. The experts know it can't be done. I think it's really exciting. Right? And I'm going to give you a score. You're writing for everyone. Experts and non-experts. Submit a high-quality application. I personally was harsh. I see a few typos. That's all I need to put MD on the score sheet. Save me a lot of reading. If you can't turn in a quality application, they're asking for $1 million. It's not going to happen. Other reviewers are less harsh. It should be beautiful. Written, it should be coherent, it should be written. And then I need to worry about the science. The rest of it is a gimme. It's just a gimme. Career development, we'll talk about that, but all of it, the entire application is a gimme. It's like, you know, 70% of your grade is based on homeworks. 30% is based on the test. And you just need to get the science shouldn't even talk about it. So what has to be good, right? Everybody sings again. Everything has to be good. It all has to be perfect. The specific aims has to be the most perfect, but it all has to be perfect. Make it. Don't forget to talk about the potential problems and solutions. What are you going to do? It's not, talking about problems is not, well, if this doesn't work, I'll change fields. Right? That's not how you deal with that, right? It's when something you're proposing doesn't work, what are you going to do about it? When recruitment isn't up to snuff, what are you going to do about it? What are your plans when things don't go according? Talk about it. Reviewers want to know that you're in control of what they're talking about. It's the most important part of that position. Knowing. All right, about clinical trials, what are reviewers asking about? Well, they want to know what you can do. It's not only can it be done. There are people in this room who don't doubt that it can be done. But you're the applicant. You have the resources to do it. You will not get a K most likely to run a full scale trial. Most of those piggyback projects. That said, you will not be funded to be a technician in the analysis of something else. So it has to be controlled. At your beginning, you have a small amount of money, you need a controlled, important question. Somebody else is do your own. It's really hard to take it. You don't have money to prove. You need to have a project that has legs and talk about this, don't kind of dead end project. You need to have it be an appropriate environment for your work. If you're, you want to do a stroke clinical trial, don't see the stroke patients. Mentoring is a big problem. So what does this mean? need to get outstanding and appropriate mentoring. You cannot underestimate its importance. I could get a parade of 1,000 established investigators out of the company and say to them, what is the most important thing? They would say mentoring. I could get hundreds of KORDs, and you say, what led to your success? And they say, I had 3 mentors. Mentoring says, what does that mean? And I'm trying to figure out what that means for this level. You need to manage your mentor. It is not your mentor's job to come after you and grab you by the scruff of the neck every day and say, do this, or do this, or do this. What you need to do is get your project going. You need to schedule appointments with your mentor regularly. Once a week, kind of regularly. Not once a month, kind of regularly. Nobody does science meetings once a month. Nobody succeeds in science meetings. You don't have to be formal. You don't want to schedule it. You don't want appointments. You need to call every day. That's fine. You need to talk to your mentor all the time. Find somebody to talk to all the time. But you take responsibility. Don't leave your mentor. It's really important because the alternative is you spend a month getting nothing done and you're getting it done. So manage your mentor. If somebody's not helping you find out, you should have went to a mentor's meeting. But if somebody's not helping you, they're not providing whatever you need. Not because they're bad people. They're just not providing what you need. Go get it from someone else. Protect your protected time. Do not let it be stolen. It will be stolen. Not by bad people. Because people are going on vacation, they can come. Somebody's sick, they can come. We need coverage. We're understaffed, we need coverage. You made a contract with us. It's not a contract, it's not a legal contract. It's an agreement. It says, I will give you 75% of my time. We want 75% of my time. Somebody steals a week of it, you get a week back. The fact that you're not busy on protected time doesn't mean it's protected. Look at that alone. I have inpatient from currently I go on Saturday night. We want 75% of your time. We do not let somebody take it. You have to publish, you need high quality publications. With the tougher when you do critical research, data is slow. I don't even know how to deal with it. That's what faculty here is here to tell you. You do have to publish. You can't get to the end of the day and say, hey, you worked really slow. You just had $1 million. You can't say that. But it should be high quality. Don't spend your time publishing on your early stuff. It's wasting your time, it's wasting money, it's not helping patients. There's a difference between data for publications and data for preliminary data. The next grant, be aware of that difference. Because you can make great data for publications, and you get to the next grant, you don't have the preliminary data. Be aware of that difference and how you're spending your time. You need both. Do it all. Your grant's going to take a long time to write. 6 months. Again, you need to address everything. I have to do it long, so for some of this. There's a big push now at NIH to start having science done right again. I'm supposed to say it like that. That's where this comes from. Instead of doing long, let's start doing it right. You need to know how big your net needs to be. It doesn't need to be bigger than you need. It doesn't need to be smaller than you need. You need to know. You need to know about feasibility. You need to know about the quality of the data that led you to whatever critical experiment you're doing. You need to control. We saw a talk last year that somebody said, oh, I didn't do controls on the So, where's the trainee? Where's the mentor? At the end of the day, you need to have an answer to the question. That's what the review is. you can do what you said you're going to do, and you're going to have an answer before. Yeah, put that at the bottom. That's a new thing. That's an official government language. If something can go wrong, screw up your project, you have a plan. Figure it all out. You need people who will hate your grants. That's who you want to be. Do not give it to your friends unless they will tell you to take it. You need people who will hate it. I promise you, all of you, your first drafts will be terrible. I promise you. Anybody who tells you otherwise is going to you need something to hate so that you can fix it. This is something that's come up a lot recently. How do you get started with a multi-center trial? You're not going to get an R01. You're not going to say, hey, you're going to spend $7 million. So if everything is good, you've done everything right, you published, you've done a great job, whatever you want. When you haven't got much experience, there are two options in it. One is that's what the KMC is. You say, hey, I know what I'm doing, I've done good work, I have great plans, but I haven't got the credibility to run a multi-center trial because I've never done it. So here's my project, here's my 5-year project that I'm going to get going, get the experience in organizing a multi-center trial. Maybe start with a couple of sites, 3 sites, whatever, and get some data, good project. Two, say by the end of 3 years, I will have the credibility and the data. Another approach is just go for the R1 if you've got a collaborator who knows how to do big trials. The key here, though, is that collaborator has to be real. If you are doing an epilepsy clinical trial, you grab some clinical trial that's autism. You have a problem, not because there's anything wrong with that person, but how invested is that person in the trial and the study. And so it's a tricky business. You've got to collaborate. You'd think I wouldn't have to say this, especially the middle thing. It's, when you ask about success rates, the success rates are much higher than the data I showed you. If you throw out all the slop doesn't get hurt. It's amazing. It's amazing how much junk incoherent, poorly written, incomplete sentences, figures you can't see, measures that don't mention things, no white space, jumbled ideas. There's no end to it. Spend plenty of time. Every sentence perfect, every paragraph perfect, every section perfect. On white space, you don't need to write every sentence. Not every sentence is the most important sentence in that application. On white space, it's not a review criteria, but a happy reviewer will You may not be funded on the first submission, believe it or not. That is true. They told you that is true. Don't take it personally. It's not about you. Reviewers don't hate clinicians. They don't hate patients. They don't hate epilepsy. They don't hate Nebraska. There's nothing that reviewers hate that listening to this. It's not personal. Don't get frustrated. Don't get frustrated for a while. Get it out of your system. Don't scuff, scratch, scream. All the reviewers need is some 5 minutes. Get it all out. Pick yourself up. Fix it because reviewers are almost always. Get unlimited submissions. People get fidgety if I have time. So here's a problem that NIH caused. NIH causes a lot of problems. Here's one. First of all, you get unlimited submissions. That's a good thing. Now you can submit it as many times as you want. It's not a lot. You submit a bad grant 10 times, don't keep it bad school. But you need to understand what the reviewers are asking for. And NIH has now set it up so that for new investigators, they get the reviews back so quickly, they can come back in. Usually come back in about 2 or 3 weeks. And that was intended for small problems, not to make people wait 9 months for a problem that's like airplanes. Most applications don't have this one. Most applications have real problems that you need to fix. And if you come back in too quickly without fixing the problem, there's a big issue just going to get worse. And reviewers will dislike it. Reviewers that never say, oh yeah, this is a lazy person. This is the person who insulted me. I worked so hard giving all of this good advice for all of it. Here's what I did. Fix the problems. If you get pressure from your chairs, or your mentors, your deans, your parents, or anybody, to put it back in faster than you should put it back in. No. If you need help, get in touch with NIH, get in touch with the program director, and we'll be happy to tell you that if you try to submit this in 2 weeks, you can't fix this in 2 weeks. Back and say, hey, your age told me over. Don't come back with this way to respond to reviewer comments, respond appropriately. Right? Every once in a while, reviewer will say, give a good responses, or that we see that. We see that so on. This reviewer doesn't know what he's on. There was nobody on that panel qualified to review my MD. Like that. How's that? Respond appropriately. They never did this. You say, on page 64, I said that right there. So they missed it. Right? The right answer is, sorry it was unclear. It's now on page 64. It's always on page 64. Just make nice. These people are working hard. They're doing their best. It's not easy. They're not getting paid. They're barely covering expenses. They're doing this to help. So they are your friends. It's not a necessary. This is important. All right. So get in touch. We are there to help you. It's our job. Don't email and say, I don't know what I'm doing. What should I do? Don't email and say, what mechanism should I apply for? Come with having done your homework. The real question, we will talk to you forever because that's the most important job is talking to you. They need to be in your institution. You need to be able to go knock on that person's door.
Okay.
That's really what it's about. You can't be waiting 2 weeks to solve the problem. Or a month to solve the problem. You need to be able to knock on somebody's door to get the problem solved. Yeah.
First comment and then a question. So, comment, as you know, I was a guest reviewer on a K-Review once in San Francisco. And just as a comment to the group, at that review committee meeting, I was so impressed by how all the review committee members were really wanting to fund every grant. And so I felt like it was so different from what we typically think of as a grant review being a more adversarial process. I really felt like every person on that review committee, as they were talking about a grant, they were talking about how can we make the most out of this and fund it, and how can we give them comments that will make them give funding next time around. So I was really impressed by that. So comment. And then question, it's a lot confusing a lot of times for people in terms of where the NINDS has boundaries for certain neurologic diseases that fall in other institutes. And so one example is neuro-oncology. And so if like I'm studying stroke as a delayed outcome in patients who got radiated for brain tumor, you know, where does that fall? And so I don't know if you could comment on that just kind of in a general fashion in terms of there are some neurologic diseases that fall outside of NINDS.
Right. And I won't say there's no logic to it, but there are illogical boundaries. And so to use your example, right, oncology. So we take primary brain tumors. We do not take metastatic brain tumors. We do not take metastases that come from some of our body. We do not. There are other things we don't take. I'll give you another example. We talk about enlargement. We are the Stroke Institute. It's in our name. Stroke Institute. We do not do studies on clot muscle. That's an NHL game. So missions have been divided, and they're divided. Look at aging. Alzheimer's. Aging does Alzheimer's. We do Alzheimer's. Where's the line? I don't make that call. I send it out to the program directors, and they say, oh yeah, that belongs here, that belongs there. The way you find out, the way you get the answer, the definitive answer, is you send in your names. And NINDS, you can send it to me, or you can send it to a program director. Oncology, you send it to Jane Fountain, or you send it to me. I'll send it to Jane Fountain, whatever you want. Send us your names, and we will get back to you with an answer. It belongs with us, it doesn't belong with us. And that's really the only surefire way to know. We do a little autism. Most of it's in mental health, some of it's in child health, right? And I never make that call because I don't even know. And I've been there for over 10 years. And I have no idea what. One last question, anything? Okay, I'll be around for the afternoon.